Monitoring indicators. An indicator is a variable whose value changes from the baseline level at the time the program began to a new value after the program and its activities have made their impact felt. The idea is that our indicators, once we have a baseline, they are going to be measured over time until we complete the project. And during that time, they allow us to see the changes that are happening caused by the project. An indicator is a measurement. It measures the value of the change in a meaningful units that can be compared to past and future units. In the example below, we can see the red bars as our baseline and the green column as the progress made by the project at a specific date. So in these indicators, when we can assume they are different areas the project is working, we can see that we are making progress in many of the areas. But they also help us identify where we're having problems. So that means in these areas, we need to spend some time and resources to investigate and find out the causes for these variances. Ideally, the project will have enough time to evaluate and identify the causes for these changes. An indicator also focuses on a single element of a project. This might be an input, an output, or a goal, but it should be narrowly defined in a way that captures this one element as precisely as possible. The indicators are needed to monitor goals, outcomes, outputs, and activities, and they are relevant to the way we are organizing our information in the project log frame. The impact indicators are indicators that show to what extent the project has contributed toward its final goals. The result, which are the outcome and output indicators, they will show to what extent the planned results have been achieved. And the activities, also known as the process indicators, will show what activities have been completed or not. Here are some qualities for good indicators. Clear. They need to be precise and unambiguous. Everybody who reads them, the indicator has to be clear. They shouldn't be allowed to different interpretations of the indicator. They are relevant to the work we're doing. They are appropriate to the subject at hand. Economic. They are available at a reasonable cost. We're not spending too much time and effort collecting the data on that indicator. They are adequate. They provide sufficient basis to assess performance. We don't need to add more analysis or add more information to get information that we need from that indicator. And they have to be monitorable, meaning that they have to be open to independent validation and deals with the concept of quality. Those qualities and their acronym are also known as the green quality of the good indicators. And it's easy to remember because they remind you of an ice cream.